Hello everyone. I hope everyone who's watching here today is having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. That looks creepy. Okay, quickly, let's just get straight into the video. I will be using this temperature temperature changing polygel. And do you remember these curved nail tips from the 80s and 90s and however long ago this was? So this was just an idea that came up. I don't know why, but when it came up into my mind, in my head, I just couldn't ignore it. Well, I tried ignoring it, but it just kept persisting until I had to do this set, and I had fun doing it. And the reason why I'm using this temperature changing polygel is because I have two of these polygels, and I don't like them. I don't like it because it's only hot and cold, and depending on the weather on that day, I don't like it. I don't know. I just bought it, so I'm gonna use it here because I'm gonna be doing a full cover of them. They'll be covered up with the gel polish, so it's fine. And don't be confused when it's cold and I'm applying it. It will be this orange-ish color, which turns red too. And then after I cure it, it will be white. So when you see it white, you must just know that it came out of the lamp. And yeah, and what I'm showing you here now is just the steps of what I'm going to be doing to the rest of the nails. That's why the other nails are not shaped yet. They just cut down. So this was a spontaneous thing. I didn't even practice it at first. So what I'm doing here is trying to build it up, and I could see that it's getting there, but it's not where I actually wanted it to be. So what I did is, after looking at some pictures to give me some kind of inspiration, was before the apex part, that part must be highly arched, highly raised. Yeah, it must be highly raised so that I can get these claws looking clawy. Alright, so I added 2 layers. Well, I built it up. I built the claws up in 2 layers. And this polygel is super hella runny. It didn't help that it was hot on this day that I was recording this. I'm applying towards the tip because I was happy with the shape, but I was just not happy with the length and the curve. It wasn't curvy enough to be a claw. What else can I tell you? Okay, when I was happy with the thumb, because I usually use the thumb or the pinky as my first. If it's something that I haven't tried before, I use them as my testing ground. And why I'm not doing the other nails yet, I wanted to first see if what I had in my mind and what I was implementing was gonna work out together. It would be the exact same thing that I had in mind. And I wanted to do the thumb finish like completely, and when I was happy with that, then I moved on to the other fingers. So I liked the curve. I liked everything about it. I enjoyed myself. I had fun doing this. I don't know why I thought of this, and I don't know why the thought of claws came to my mind. But when it came into my mind, I just couldn't get out of my mind, and that meant that I needed to do it, and I had the need to do it. So yeah, I built it up. I shaped it with the e-file, and now I'm just making it smooth and good looking, and making sure that the curve is a perfect curve, and underneath has a nice bend to the claw. I was happy with this, and I'm actually playing this. I'm playing this in high speed mode, but when I'm going to be doing the other fingers, I'm going to be doing it extremely fast, like super sped up. Otherwise this video is going to be extremely long. So right now, this is highly sped up. And don't worry, there'll be no sparks, there'll be no fire. I didn't start the fire. Okay, now I am confident enough to shape all the other fingers, the other nails, I'm sorry, to turn them into claws. So I wasn't sure. I just wanted to see if it will work out on the thumb first. And now that I'm happy, and I was happy that it working out, then I did the same to the rest of the fingers. And I am now I applied the sticky bond that you have to apply when you are using or applying polygel to help with the adhesion. I'm gonna pop them off, but I can use them for, press-ons somewhere in my life somewhere. So that's why sticky bond, I'm not stingy with it when I do any of my nail sets. What am I doing here? Yeah, okay, so you can watch the rest of the video. Inspiration. Must I tell you what inspired me? I don't know what inspired me actually to do this. It's just a thought that came, and it's not like I saw it somewhere or anything. I don't think I saw it anywhere, but I just remember that once the thought came to my mind that I must do nails that are claws, I couldn't get that thought out of my mind. I couldn't get it out of my head. Anyway, while I was doing these nails, my youngest son comes into the room and he goes, "Ew, what are you supposed to be, a raptor?" I'm like, that's a good idea. My next set of nails will be the claws of a raptor. Maybe. These are more like of a small animal, and a raptor is like huge. He's into dinosaurs and all that. So when he makes references about anything, it's always about dinosaurs. I swear he was a dinosaur in his previous life. Anyway, and he was calling it a Raptornosaurus, like a long-ass name, whatever the heck that dinosaur was. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call my next set of nails that. I was so in love with these nails. Oh, here I'm just showing you how creepy and weird and just strange they look. And I wasn't too happy with the curve and the length, so I said I'm gonna add more to the other nails. They were not like the same size and length and curved as the thumb. So I went back in and I did all four again, adding length and adding curve. Right, that's it for now. I'll be coming back in. Yeah, for now I think that's it. Ooh, they look hella crazy. That ring finger one, that looks so janky. What is happening here now, what I'm showing you is that that's how I get my shape. That's how I gather if my shape is straight enough. Is see the top part of the nail and the bottom part of the tip of the nail, they got filed. So as long as the whole side of the nail is not filed, it means it's not yet straight. I know you guys know that. I know that's how you guys do it. So I'm just mentioning it for those who maybe find it difficult to figure out how to make the nail extra straight. Right, I'm showing you the ring finger because I thought I was recording the first two, the index and the middle finger, only to find it was not recording. Technology, it works against you sometimes. And so I am now filing and shaping them into like the perfect shape, just to get the shape. And then I go in with an E-file to bring down the bulk, debulk the nail, but making sure that I keep the shape. So I'm just debulking. I am not taking down a lot. and I am still making sure that it curves, the nail curves, because that was the whole intention of adding extra length when I added the extra length, so that when I curve it, it must still have the length. I hope that makes sense. Hope you get me. And then I go back in again with the hand file. With the hand file, it's just to now shape it into size. It's not to debulk or anything. And I shaped all of them, and I didn't show you that part. I'm only showing you this part so that I'm to tell you that I was working on building the arch on the sides of the like you see here. It's not curvy enough. So I was trying to get that curve to be a perfect curve so that it can look extra Chloe. All right, that's it for now. So I needed the color of the claws to be more realistic, so I chose these two colors, and then I ended up adding more and more of this light nude because it was just too dark, and I eventually got the right color, and then I applied it on my thumb again, my what do you call this nail, my test nail. And when I was happy with the colors, with the color that I chose, I created, I carried on with my other 4 fingers. And if you look at my thumb, if it comes into frame, if you look at my thumb, you'll see it already has 3 layers on. Yeah, it took 3 layers. These colors were one of my very first polishes that I had. You know, when you start off cheap with the cheap brands, and this is what cheap gets you. You put a lot of coats. Must I say cheap? I'll say cheap brands. I mean, cheap, yeah. Anyway, this is what they look like now. I was so happy. I was so happy that this came out this way, and I only saw it in my head, right? So when I saw it actually happen, I was so excited that it's coming together. Whatever I was planning to do, what was in my head is in front of me. You know, that's the happiest that you can be when you have something in your mind, and when you work it out on your hand and it works just perfectly, if not even better, you'll just get all happy and excited. So I'm trying to make it look as realistic as possible. To me, this is what I wanted. I wasn't looking at any specific animal or anything. I just wanted claws with dirt at the tips, with some blood at the tips. I couldn't get a proper red because I also didn't want it to be extremely red. So that's why I went for this jelly red. I like that it was actually this deep color. So did anybody know, upon looking at the picture, the thumbnail, or the first few seconds of this video, that this is what I used to build the effects, to make the effects of the lines on the nails? Did you guys think I used this sculpting gel? Okay, let me know if you did think that maybe I did use this. I started off with the silicone tool, and then I realized, no, it's taking forever. I'm never going to get till the end if I'm going to keep using the silicone tool. And then I thought, let me just use my glove, because I'm wearing the glove. So I said, let me just use the glove to spread the sculpting gel onto the nail. And I used the silicone tool to create these lines, these ridges, these what do you call them? What would you call them? Yeah, to have this effect that it has cracks. The claws have cracks. I want to call them nails, But yeah, it was fun. I didn't know how I was gonna get that, because first I thought I was gonna use just gel, builder gel, and it was too runny. And then thank God I had this sculpting gel and it is clear, and I managed to use this one and it gave me the perfect indentations, is that what you would call it, indentations, lines, whatever you would want to call them, and it came out perfectly. Oh my gosh, we are about to run out of time and I haven't given you guys the fun fact yet. But look at this, before and after. Do you see what it looks like? So don't come for me, don't judge me. This is my version, or my interpretation of the clothes. All right, guys, if you're still here, thank you for watching. And let me leave you with a fun fact before the video ends. I didn't talk, well, I talked too much today. All right, time for a fun fact. Sylvester Stallone asked the band Survivor to write "Eye of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight," because the band Queen wouldn't let him use "Another One Bites the Dust." Okay, everyone, thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye. Let me know what you think about these nails. Do you like them? Would you wear them? Would you make them? Would you do them? Love you guys. Love you lots. Bye-bye. Subscribe.